It's wow.
I don't. Now that it's over, it's like now I'm just waiting for games.
Yeah.
I'm
Just waiting for games.
I think we're all kind of waiting for games now.
It's just Mortal Kombat, Assassin's
So
Creed,
many fighting games. Just
Ultra Street Fighter 4. You know what I'm
Ultra Street
saying?
Fighter 4.
It's going down, folks. Ultra Street Fighter 4.
Uh-oh.
Capcom.
Yeah. Speaking of which.
Capcom.
Oh man. I'll be like this. Growing up on Capcom, it hurts my heart to hear what I've heard. Hurts my heart.
Yeah,
Capcom.
I feel you too. I feel you too.
Well, it's Capcom for right now, I guess.
Pretty much.
Well, they did it to themselves.
That's what she said.
All right.
All right, it's the week after E3. It's Wollie Mopped episode number after E3. That's what number it is.
What episode are we on?
I think this is episode officially number 7.
7?
Because E3 episode didn't count because it was just all over the damn place.
God.
I'm your host Red K, alone joined by Lone Wolf. How you doing this week?
I'm doing great.
Are you recovering?
I don't even know what I'm calling it.
I don't even know. I've got that. What is it called when it's after E3 fatigue? I don't know.
It's like a fatigue.
It's overload. It's
it's
like game overload.
Too much.
Like
too much.
It's like I got so many presents. I don't appreciate the ones that I am actually I'm actually complaining about the presents I got because of what I didn't get. It's kind of fucked up.
Exactly.
Tony Pete in the house.
Yo.
How you feeling today?
I'm cooler, man. Just grinding, doing my thing. You already know how to go.
Speaking of doing our things,
right.
Wollie Mopped Podcast, best kept secret. That's what we're calling ourselves. The emblem is up, designed, not finished, but designed. We had to put something up real quick by one Mr. Lone Wolf. Pretty nice, bruh.
I try.
We are having our that's our best kept secret. It's the first best kept secret gaming tournament. Is going down June 28th, the Saturday. This week, Saturday coming up by the time this comes out, because I guarantee I won't put this out until about Saturday. So not this Saturday, but June 28th. Days in Daytona Beach off 95. Go to our Facebook page or Twitter or... Oh, yeah, we have a Twitter page, by the way.
Yes, we have.
Twitter!
And a Facebook page.
Twitter
and a
Facebook.
YouTube page. And a Twitch page.
Yeah.
Twitter!
We're doing it this time. We're doing Street Fighter Ultra, which will be on the Xbox. We're doing Injustice, which will be on the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, but I believe PS4 will be mostly going on. And we're actually doing Super Smash Brothers Brawl. Melee. But Brawl will be there as well.
Brawl will be there as well.
None of that really matters because we can't live stream none of that shit. Anyway, thanks, Nintendo.
Fucking up.
Fucking up less, but fucking up regardless. You know what I mean?
I mean, we can still say that though. Right?
Oh, it's still, but please.
The level of fucking up is
the level
decreased.
of fuckticity is a tad notch above the negative that it was. You know what I mean? If you
I'm actually surprised that you came up with a word just.
Yeah. I can't say it again. I gotta go back.
What is it? Fuckticity?
Fuckticity.
Hey, we should go to Webster to see if we can.
Yeah. We gotta fucking trademark. TM. TM.
Hey,
Wollie Mopped TM.
Hey, I'm about to say we
Fuckticity.
trademarked it, baby. Just so you know, we trademarked it here.
But yep, we'll be live streaming on Twitch. We'll be putting all our live stream stuff on YouTube. I'm not sure if we're gonna be live streaming YouTube and Twitch at the same time. We have to buy some equipment to do that, and I don't think I'm gonna have any money after this event is over. So, all 12 of us, we're gonna have a good time. And anyways, in keeping with house cleaning, we're doing a couple new things. We've got, like I said, the tournament coming up June 28th from 2 o'clock to 4 o'clock. We got the hotel. We got the assembly room, the meeting room. We're also doing couch sessions. By the time this goes up, the couch sessions should also be up. Hope you've enjoyed our exclusive access to Destiny. Project Spark videos got coming up pretty soon. So we got some good stuff going on with the sites and we're gonna get into a little bit of that in a second. But this is what you're waiting for. The games you should be talking about right now. What's going on? The stories you should have heard about. All right, first off in the story you should have heard about, Capcom's in the news, and not in a good way, sort of ish. Apparently, at the last Capcom investors meeting, the investors chose to take down the barrier that restricts, well, basically take down the money that restricts a company from coming into Capcom and basically doing a takeover of the company, buying more than 50% of the stock, which will make Capcom be bought out or owned by another company, just like Rare was done by Xbox back in 2006 or 8, I believe it was. So how do you guys feel about it? I think we all kind of saw this shit coming. Not this per se coming, but Capcom has definitely been on a decline and was, by my part, the biggest no-show at E3. I mean, Street Fighter Ultra was there, but that shit came out like a week before E3. You know what I'm saying? Besides that, Deep Down was there. But Deep Down now, if you're a PlayStation 4 fan, you're not even getting Deep Down because it's not coming out in America.
Nope.
So my question to Capcom is, what the fuck? So obviously, this is what the fuck. What do you guys think about it, Lone Wolf?
I'm hurt a little bit because I kind of grew up with playing a lot of the Capcom games.
I mean, who didn't, right?
It's just one of those things where you knew it was coming due to the decisions that they were making. I mean, the one title that they were really focusing on the most was Street Fighter. What about their other IPs? They're canceling Mega Man. I mean, you got the Resident Evil series is going down the toilet. I mean,
Inafune, basically, when he left, I mean, that pretty much
spiraled.
The game creator who basically was spearhead Mega Man, Street Fighter, Dead Rising. I can go on.
Yeah, I mean, they had a lot, or they still they will be losing a lot of IPs that they could have used to keep this company afloat.
Yeah, I mean, they definitely have the back catalog to do these to keep good games coming out. I mean, maybe not good games, but I mean, they have the adored IPs that have been around 20 plus years. So I mean, they fucking up. Tony P, what's your thoughts about this, man?
I just have fond memories of Capcom growing up. I mean, first game I played was Street Fighter 2 Championship Edition on Sega Genesis. You know what I'm saying? And from there, I mean, practically almost every Street Fighter game I've played solely for the fact that it was Capcom.
I mean, Capcom.
Granted, I played other games on Capcom. I'm not just gonna say that I was just strictly Street Fighter, this, that, and the third.
I mean, Capcom was the third-party company that if their game was on your platform, that game was gonna sell. You know that's a big IP.
And you knew it was gonna sell.
Yeah, like they're a third-party company that made games like first-party. But to my point, this is saddening to me because it means that, like, you know, Mega Man, Street Fighter, Strider, Final Fight, some of these beloved franchises.
Final Fight, yeah. I was saying Final Fight was another one that I got hooked on just because it was Capcom.
Yeah, I mean,
you know what I mean?
I mean, all these could be shipped away and sold and like THQ, all their properties got sold and another company can make the game and make it any way they see fit, even if they want to stay true to the original concept or not. But I put this caveat out there. Besides Street Fighter, which, of course, this is a basically fighting game centric, not podcast, but basically a group of guys. You know, we mostly play fighting games, but my cough is not as bad as it was last week. No. Not as bad as it was last week. I coughed through all that shit last week.
Yeah.
But basically, a lot of these IPs like Final Fight. We haven't had a Final Fight since Sega. We haven't had we just got a Strider.
Well, no, correction. They had a
PlayStation.
They had Final Fight Streetwise on PlayStation 2. But
PlayStation 2, which is 2 generations ago.
Yeah. Now, as far as that, yeah. Right,
I mean, they tried to reboot Bionic Commando, and
that was unsuccessful.
Exactly. They tried. I mean, they for a 360 game at the beginning of his life cycle, Lost Planet.
Lost Planet, yeah.
Great game, first one and the second one. But the technology was kind of going a ways away with the third one. It was just a cash out, and it didn't cash out for them. They're selling out already their first company like best games like Devil May Cry out to third party, fourth party developers to develop for them. You know what I mean?
Yep.
And everybody's belly aching about the Devil May Cry. I actually like the Devil May Cry. I think that it wasn't as intricate a fighting system as the Devil May Cry that I'm used to, but it was still a very good game, and it actually had a cohesive story, which Devil May Cry to me has never fucking had. I mean, they go, the last game is like the second game, and then the first game is the third, and it's
So in other words, it's basically like Star Wars, but game wise.
No, I mean this is worse than Star Wars.
No,
this is
much worse.
This is
Star
like
Wars when it comes to
I mean, at least Star Wars had a fucking like a 3 set in the same story. This is like having episode 2 first. No, episode, I guess in the Star Wars it'd be episode 7 first, and then going back to episode 2.
Oh damn!
And then going.
That's why I said like Star Wars, but worse.
But worse, way worse. Yeah, you know what I mean.
Dang.
So I mean, if the right developer gets the IP and is passionate about the IP, because obviously Capcom isn't passionate about any of their older IPs anymore. I mean, when Mega Man is put on the shelf and is now Rockman, I mean, they're obviously. I mean, we don't know what their operating cost is and things like that, and what their financial situation is. Obviously, it's not good if they're wanting to get sold out. I mean, now, granted, they haven't said they want to get sold out. Nothing might happen. It's a possibility that nothing might happen, but something probably will happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
somebody can come in.
I'm kind of hoping that
they're not in bankruptcy.
No, they're not.
They are
hoping that they get something together so they don't. They don't have to sell.
Dead Rising did very well on the Xbox One. I mean, it's a very. I got the demo. It's pretty fucking amazing actually.
And then you're gonna play. Was it Super Ultra Mega Hyper Championship?
Which I did a little streaming, and that looks awesome too. I mean, oh my god, the realistic they went the right way with the realistic graphics and everything, but it's still goofy. But when you slice a zombie in half, it's wow. But anyways,
every bit of gruesome is.
But that game wasn't even going to get made until Xbox came and funded them and told them basically, "Hey, you're making this for us."
Oh,
you know what I mean? So this brings us to the beat of the subject, as it were. I want Capcom to keep making Street Fighters. I want Capcom to keep doing the fighting game that they're doing. I mean, I think them getting sold by another company, have Capcom make the actual game mechanics of the game, but their network is not the best for fighting games. And in this day and age, the network is everything. Look at Killer Instinct. Look at Third Strike. Look at all. Even Marvel vs. Capcom 2 reworked for the PS4 and 360. Those games, their networks are very, very good. You know what I mean? Even if you have a bad network, you can get a less laggy game. You know, even if you have a good network, you know, Super Street Fighter Ultra and Arcade, not the most reliable. But I don't think that Capcom properties being sold off to other developers is a bad thing. I think we'll actually get these games that we haven't gotten in years and years and years, like the Final Fights, like the Striders, like we got the DuckTales, but it was a remake instead of the actual fucking game. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Like a lot of these beloved, like older Power Stone,
Power Stone.
Yeah, Power Stone.
Power Stone.
As popular as Smash Brothers is.
Power Stone?
Power Stone is the only other game that can. And imagine if they put some like popular IP characters into Power Stone that are beloved, like like take the Segas or whatever like that, and put some of the Final Fight people into Power Stone.
Yeah.
Put some of the Street Fighter people into Power Stone. Power Stone.
Man, that would.
It's basically Smash Brothers. It was Smash Brothers before Smash Brothers.
Yep.
You know what I mean? Like
3D
just with people who nobody knew about.
Yeah. I mean, it was a Dreamcast exclusive, but Power Stone 1, 2, amazing games. They don't hold up as well now because of the graphics and everything like that. But the concept of the game is basically what Smash Brothers is right now, except with Nintendo characters, of course.
Yeah.
What I'm wanting to see is another Darkstalkers.
Oh man, come on!
I was just about to say Darkstalkers. I mean,
Darkstalkers, man.
Need we go with another fighting game that was dope.
I mean, it's so many other fighting games and just IPs in general that I would love to see Capcom do.
I mean, ghouls and ghosts,
ghosts and goblins. It's like that's like I think the most positive thing that could come out of this is they sell off some of their properties and these games actually get made.
Yeah.
On the other hand,
We digress.
on the other hand, say a company were to come and buy the majority, 51% of Capcom's what they're worth in shares, should I say, and become the sole proprietor of those games, and had said games come out on an exclusive system, i.e. Xbox, Sony, Nintendo.
Right.
That's gonna.
What are your thoughts on that? Because I know what I'm thinking, but what are your thoughts?
That's gonna be rough for a lot of people.
I think it to a certain degree it would
Street
almost
Fighter
like,
on one system. You can only play it on one system. Street Fighter on the Wii U exclusive.
I'm sorry. I hate to say that would be the only way I don't play a Street Fighter game.
Exactly.
I think you would buy Street Fighter.
Nah, I wouldn't. Trust me, I wouldn't.
Killer
New
Instinct.
Final Fight Wii U exclusive.
Nah, I just wouldn't play it. Either that, I find somebody who I know has it, and I'll just go to their house and play it, and then go about my business. But you're not gonna make me buy a Wii U just to play Final Fight or Street Fighter.
I
That
mean,
ain't happening.
I bought an Xbox One because I wanted to play Killer Instinct.
Yeah. Killer Instinct is since it's an exclusive because of Rare.
Yeah, we'll get into that in a minute.
Yeah, because of Rare.
Yeah, we will.
Well, some people will be accepting of it, but a lot of people would be still upset. It'd be like that butthurt thing.
So who? I mean, New Asura's Wrath, Sony exclusive.
I would.
I'm just saying. We do have PS4, so we're not gonna sit here and say we wouldn't get it.
I'm just putting it out there. I mean, like Capcom has a lot of IPs that are really good. Devil May Cry, next Devil May Cry, Xbox One exclusive.
That'll be rough for a lot of people. No matter what system that they have, it's gonna cross people the wrong way.
Who do you think could buy? Who you think about it? What company could come in and buy it
Microsoft.
or Nintendo?
Nintendo. I think Nintendo would take some of the IPs, but I don't think they'd take majority.
But I don't. But this is what I'm saying. If they put their IPs and the shares can be bought now, so other companies can have stock in what they're doing. So if you have a majority of the stock share, you can make that company only put games out in your system because you control majority of the shares.
Right.
But what I'm saying is, instead of Microsoft going, like when we were talking about Rare, Microsoft didn't go into Rare and buy their IPs. Microsoft went into Rare and bought Rare. Banjo-Kazooie, Killer Instinct, a bunch of other games that Rare makes, Conqueror, all this, all in third. I was thinking Sony would be the most logical choice to buy Capcom. Sony's is it Japanese or is it Chinese? Japanese company.
Japanese.
Capcom's a Japanese company. They understand each other's language. I believe Devil May Cry when it first came out was a Sony exclusive. Mm-hmm. For a while, Street Fighter was Sony PlayStation exclusives. All these games came out. Sony, the company, because I know I'm the Xbox fanboy. So Xbox and Sony are doing well. Sony's PlayStation is doing a lot better than Xbox One.
Right.
But Sony as a company is losing a shit ton of money daily as compared to Microsoft, the company. Sony is losing a lot of money on their TVs, on a couple of their Roku-type devices, 3D, 4K TVs. Most of their hardware, besides PlayStation, is really hurting their overall company. So that's why I say if anybody were to buy the company instead of just IPs, I mean, they might scoop in to get a couple IPs if Microsoft moves slow. I think everybody's playing like a waiting game now to see what everybody does. Yep. I don't think that Sony, the company, is in a good position to buy the company. Microsoft, however, is profiting from Xbox One, not as much as Sony is, but they don't need the Xbox division as much as they need. Sony needs their PlayStation division. Every PC you use has Windows XP or some kind of form of Windows on it. Of course, Microsoft's not doing so well with the handhelds. But as far as a company, Nintendo and Microsoft have the most money to gain. Now, Nintendo is not in the position that Nintendo has a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
They've got a treasury that's pretty substantial. They're like their own country and shit. Like,
Yeah, hey,
Well, when
like-
you're a company that's been around for over 100 years,
and then you
kinda
had,
sorta,
and you came out with the Wii, which sold gangbusters. Let's be honest, you know what I mean? It was just no other console ever will sell like that. It's crazy. But you have a treasury, so they could potentially come in, scoop up, buy all Capcom properties and buy Capcom, which would make sense in the sense that all these games that we're thinking that we played it on Nintendo. I played Mega Man on Nintendo.
Yep.
I played Ghosts and Goblins on Nintendo.
Nintendo.
And a bunch of other 8-bit, not even 8-bit, like
6-bit.
Yeah, 6-bit games that I played on Nintendo. So there would just be basically coming on Final Fantasy. It's a Nintendo game. It's not Capcom, but I'm just saying that to make a point that all these games that are very popular now started as regular Nintendo games.
Right.
Metal Gear Solid, Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Like all these games started with their roots with Nintendo. So if Nintendo wanted to buy it and they're a Japanese company, I think that'd be good for Nintendo. Suck for everybody else.
Yeah.
It would definitely suck for everybody.
But it'd be
else.
a hell of a power move. Now I think but Nintendo's losing money on Wii U. They're trying to make another. They're doing another system already.
Yep.
To the 3DS is doing well for them, but I don't think they're profiting. I mean, people at Nintendo are taking pay cuts because the Wii U is doing so fucking bad. You know what I'm saying? So I think the only company that's doing, and I don't mean platform, I mean company, Nintendo, Sony, Microsoft, not Xbox, Wii, PlayStation, that could buy them will be Microsoft. Could you imagine a world where exclusively made? Could you imagine a world where the next Devil May Cry and Scalebound are exclusive IPs for Microsoft platform? Would you buy Xbox One?
I plan on buying an Xbox One.
No. Not only that, but of course I don't.
For just if it came
And
down
the
to
next, check this out. Not even this. The next Street Fighter is exclusively for Xbox with crossover characters from Killer Instinct. Orchid versus Chun-Li. Oh my
man.
god.
Oh man.
Oh.
Dang.
I don't want to think about it.
My head hurts. My
I don't
head
wanna
hurts.
Think about it.
I don't want to think about it either. My head hurts now.
That's
you do that?
That's what could happen.
You knew this was gonna happen. Why'd you have to say that?
You're a dick for this one.
Yeah,
This
that
could
was-
possibly
You're a dick for this
happen. I mean, any final thoughts?
You got me on that one. I would like to see. I would like to see Sony pick them up just because I think Sony needs it. Like you were saying,
Yeah.
they're hemorrhaging money.
Yeah.
Um,
I mean, definitely big boost. I mean, if the only place I could play Street Fighter, the next iteration of their versus, if it's Capcom versus Street Fighter, maybe if it's DC versus Street Fighter, whatever the case is, like the next Street Fighter game, if it's only on one system, I'm getting that system.
yeah, it's gonna be rough for whoever picks up the.
Oh,
IPs.
definitely.
If someone goes like balls to wall, full on,
That's what I'm saying.
taking majority share.
I'm saying, like, wouldn't it be a great power move for Xbox, for Microsoft in general, like falling behind in the console races by at least $3 million? You have the next Street Fighter, Devil May Cry, crossover game, Mega Man. I mean, the list goes on and on of exclusives that could possibly come out just as Capcom exclusives only on Xbox with the only on Xbox logo. Or only on Nintendo logo. Only on PlayStation logo.
I'm just hoping that
Only on Ouya logo.
God damn.
Ouya just does a massive takeover.
And then it's just like we just see Capcom disappear forever. We never see anything from Capcom ever again.
Well, we'll keep you posted on that when we went a little long on that one, but definitely worth talking about. All updated, first updated stuff we'll have right here on Wollie Mopped. And the next story of the story you should have heard of, we're talking about alphas and betas and basically just being able to play the game before the game even comes out. We got Battlefield Hardline coming out pretty soon. They're going to have beta for that. The new Fable, which is a 4-player, 5-player actually, I think, co-op where you actually get to be like the bad guy, which is pretty awesome, man. I thought it was gonna be shit, but it ended up being pretty fucking good. So definitely want to check that out. But the Wollie Mopped crew, we got a little sneak peek for you. Lone Wolf is playing Destiny right now. I know, lucky bastard. And I'm getting a little bit of a so what PlayStation 4 or whatever. And I'm getting my hands on some Project Spark. So we're gonna tell you about what we've been playing. So Lone Wolf, how has Destiny been? We put up a little gameplay footage. You put up a gameplay footage.
Mm-hmm.
You can go on YouTube right now, YouTube.com/Wollie Mopped, and check it out. Oh.
Best kept secret. Best kept secret.
You would think like I made the site or something like that.
Yeah.
Basically, you can go on YouTube.com/Best Kept Secret, and next to the Wollie Mopped podcast, we got some exclusive footage of Destiny where you were camped out, basically fucking being a little bitch and like
I don't know what you're talking about.
camped. I'm watching this shit and I'm like, oh man, the game is good, but Lone Wolf is camped out like in the house that's in a house, and he still got killed. He still got sniped by this huge ass fucking like spider like tank thing. Tell us about it though. Tell us about it. How you been having fun with it?
I am a little bit of a camper, but you fight that thing.
Yeah, I understood once I saw what was going on. I understood what was going on.
It's a very good game, very solid gameplay. It's a shooter, like it is a shooter. It feels like Halo. It really does feel like.
That's
Halo.
what I was going to say. I was like, is it Halo?
When you have a group of enemies called the Hive, and they seem similar, very similar to the Flood. Yes, it's very similar to Halo in a lot of ways.
Are they giving you a lot of enemies? A lot of enemy types?
There's 2 main enemy types that I fought in the alpha. There's the Hive and the Fallen, I believe they're called.
The Fallen, yeah, I've seen those. Yeah.
They can actually fight each other too. So it's
even
not
better.
Yeah, so you'll walk into like an
kind of like
ambush.
the Flood versus the elites and all that.
Yeah. So yeah, you'll walk into a battle and you just caught in the crossfire. Like, oh crap, what's going on? I don't know what to do. Just start killing people. There you go.
So like, as far as objectives go, like how's that going?
There's little points on the map that you actually activate, and they give you whatever mission there is for that certain point or whatever in the area, because it's basically an open world map area that you're in.
So how many people have you been playing with, I guess, at one time?
At one time it was up to 6.
Wow.
For some of the missions they had a person cap of 3, so it was me and me and 2 other people. It's a really smooth playing game. This is just for an.
How's the network?
Network is amazingly smooth.
Yeah.
Ridiculously smooth.
Wow.
Playing with people is easy. It's easy to connect. It's easy to. There's no latency issues or anything like that. And this is, like I said, is an alpha build.
Wow, that's crazy. What about? I saw at the beginning, which really surprised me. There was a third-person view. What's that about?
That's your main, I guess you could say your
Hub?
headquarters. Your headquarters.
Okay.
So you're when you're there, you're in third person, so you get to see your character and everything like that. You get to go to the different vendors and go talk to the people who like assign you your skill points.
Like that third person view really like grabbed me. Like it looked really smooth and everything. That for a company who's, I think the first alpha of Halo was actually a third person shooter, so I know they have that in their pedigree, but in the actual game, can you go third person?
Not that I found out. I still have been playing just bits and pieces of it.
What about what character type model have you been playing?
I've been playing with the Hunter, I believe it's called. It's basically like the close melee type class.
You have any powers?
Knives. He has this weird power where he turns golden and he gets like this super revolver that has 3 shots and can do massive amounts of damage.
So it's like having a golden gun, basically.
Yeah, it's boom, boom,
Yep,
boom.
pretty
and it
much.
does massive amounts of damage. Massive amounts of damage.
That is what's up, man. All right, so as far as story elements, anything?
they really don't go into the story. It's just strictly talking about gameplay on this.
Well, I've heard some good things about the story. Like Bungie's actually, I read an article the other week. Kotaku actually talking about Kotaku has another Destiny related football, but like you can't just get into the game and start playing right away. Like when you get Destiny Day 1, you can't just go to multiplayer and go in. You have to play single player and you have to play. They didn't say how many missions it is, but you have to go through at least one mission. I know it's at least one. It might be a certain section of the game you have to actually play before you can go just straight multiplayer.
When I was when I first started playing, there was no multiplayer aspect that I saw, and then after I beat the first mission, it kind of opened up and stuff like that.
Yeah,
so
they're saying they want you to have certain things
Yeah.
before you go into multiplayer, and if you just go straight into multiplayer, there's certain things that you just won't have that you can only get in the actual game itself. Because there's things you can find in the game, and that same build that you have in the game, you take into multiplayer, right?
Yep.
But this is my thing. Isn't the whole game like the line between multiplayer and single player? Isn't it the same thing?
It's blurred. It's very blurred. So you'll have what it looks like they're gonna do is you're gonna have single player missions, and you can play those by yourself, of course, and stuff. And then they'll also have multiplayer missions as well. The multiplayer missions are the meat of everything. That's where they're really putting a lot of their emphasis on, in my opinion.
Yeah.
From what I've played.
So can you? And you probably wouldn't know this because it's just alpha, but and what you've read about the game and you've been following the game for a while, can you beat the game? Is there like, I mean, I know it's a 10-year whatever like of the game and everything, but is the game like something that can be? Of course, you keep playing after I guess that
the main
story is over with, but does the main story end? Like, I guess is I don't know. It's we don't know much about the story.
Yeah, wouldn't be surprised if it did have an ending. Most games like that would have to have an ending or something, but
it's
they
like
leave it open for.
But what is Destiny?
What is Destiny?
This is what I'm saying. You've been playing it. Like what is Destiny?
Right now the only thing is they're focusing on is gameplay for the alpha. That's it.
Does it feel MMO-ish?
No, it's a shooter through and through. It feels like a shooter. You do have RPG elements in it where you're equipping different weapons or you're equipping different armors and stuff like that, and each one of them do like certain things and stuff like that. But it doesn't feel like an MMO. It just feels like it feels really like a shooter, just a multiplayer shooter basically.
It looks good.
Yeah,
it looks amazing.
Oh yeah,
it looks amazing. It looks amazing.
It's for an alpha build, you see a lot of little things, but it looks gorgeous for just being one of the beginning builds. I can't wait to actually play the beta and then play the actual game. Oh, can't wait.
You won't have to wait long. It's allegedly coming out pretty soon, but Bungie usually hits their dates.
Yep.
Bungie's good with hitting their dates, and if not their dates, they push it back like only a week. So but hopefully they don't do a Batman and push it back to next year. Fuck you, Rockstar.
Yeah.
Anyways,
we don't talk about Batman like that because I pre-ordered that just for PlayStation 4.
You know what? You could have spaced that pre-order out a little bit. Could have just put a little down payment more and down payment off.
I know that they were gonna push back, so because it was gonna come out around my birthday, so I was like, yes. Then they pushed it back, and I was like, damn it.
Fuck you, Rockstar.
Yeah.
All right. Speaking of betas, Destiny sounds like a good game when it, once it comes out.
We'll see if it comes out on time.
Yeah, we'll see if it comes out on time. I like for it too. But speaking of betas, Dre, I heard you've been playing the beta for Project Spark on the Xbox One.
Yes.
Go ahead, let us know about that.
I have been playing a lot of Project Spark because I now am the proud owner of a Xbox One, and something I didn't expect to happen on my Xbox One. It works. The Kinect app. I got the Kinect version of Xbox One, and I played Kinect Sports, the demo, and it worked. I mean, there's nothing I can. I mean, it's not fun. It's really not fun, but it works. It does as advertised. You know what I mean? I will admit, when I first got my Xbox, I was like, all excited. I'm like, Xbox on. Nothing happened. It's like,
Oh, FYI, that pause, which led to Lone Wolf laughing just now, that was Dre's Xbox One turning on. So yeah, pretty hilarious.
But then I was like, Xbox on. Nothing happened. Then I was like, Xbox on. And nothing happened again. So then I sat down and I was like, Xbox on. And the fucking turned on. And if you can hear in the background a little blink blink, like when I say Xbox, like I'm at least what? At least 10 feet away from my Xbox.
Good 10 feet away.
And I'm speaking into a mic. And I was like, Xbox on. And the fucking Xbox turned on out of nowhere. It was crazy. It's always listening.
I'm so
Yeah,
sorry.
apparently.
Xbox off.
Xbox
off.
Oh,
Turn the fuck off, Xbox.
Apparently, we figured out that when he's not trying to turn it on, it comes on. When he's trying to turn it off, it doesn't go off. When he's trying to turn it on, apparently it doesn't work. So when he's indirectly talking about it and he says Xbox on, it comes on.
Xbox off.
Xbox off.
Bye, Felicia. Turned off. It's off now. Custom.
After a few F-bombs and downgrading it a little bit, it finally felt rejected, so it turned off.
What can I say? I'm better at turning things on. I'm turning them off. What can I?
Hey, what you do in your personal life has no bearing on us, okay? This is strictly video games.
I'm an exhibitionist, sir.
Apparently.
So anyway, Project Spark. Yeah, it's a lot of fun. It's similar to Little Big Planet in the fact that you can create your own kind of game. But when I first got into it, I started playing it, and it really didn't. They're like, do you want to jump in and make your own type of game? Gave me an option between a couple games, or do you want to play like the story mode? I guess is what it was.
Right.
Like some kind of story mode. So I'm like, I'll play story mode because I've never played the game before and everything like that. So I jump in. You get to pick like what kind of character you want to have or whatever like that, and you get to pick what kind of world you make. You make this world, and you populate it any kind of way you want. You can populate it with like trees. You can have it like a desert. It can be flooded. It can be icy. Like you basically make the terrain, right? After you make the terrain, somewhere on there you can have like where your village is. Mm-hmm. I made my village there, and then when I made my village, like everything came to life, and I was in my village as my person, right? So then I ran around my village, which was basically just blank spaces, right? Just blank space. There's these little pop-ups you can read, and they're like, oh, you can make something here. And so you have the option to make either like a windmill, you can have like a school, a trade shop. You can make like your home. Then you can like make your home like be like a big house, small house, poor. Then you can like make like you can have a shrine there, like people worship there, whatever like that. You could populate the place. So I made like a shrine. Of course, it made me have like a baller ass house. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, of course.
It was like a windmill and shit. Then I made like a police station and shit like that, whatever. So I'm like going around populating this world I have a sword and like some magic and shit and whatever. So I go around, and after I make the jail, I go to the back of the jail, and there's like a goblin there that's like in jail, and he tells me about some gold that he hid somewhere. And I go find the gold that he hid that I just created when I made the fucking game. So it's crazy.
Wow. So
they put, and like, so something happens, you get to pick what kind of person invades like your camp. Somebody's going to invade. You can have goblins invade, you can have like chickens invade.
Chickens.
It's weird. I don't know what's up with like Xbox and chickens, man. This is made for black people.
There you go.
That was racist. I am black, by the way, so I don't know if that's still racist.
That's still
pretty racist.
Just a little bit, just a smidgen.
Who don't like chicken, though, nigga?
Good point. Good point.
Tony
Good question.
Confused on his face.
Because I'm trying to think of who wouldn't like chicken.
Exactly.
Like chicken.
Vegans.
I was gonna say that would probably be it.
Yeah.
And that would probably be it.
It's all natural.
So what were the games that you could actually create
Oh, all right, yeah, like I created this quest and I went on this quest in this world that I just created in less than. I created the world in less than 2 minutes. Like I just picked what I wanted and they give you a couple options. So this is like the gameplay part. You know what I mean? Like the story mode, as if it were. You can like create your own story, basically your own mini RPG, as if it were. But when you went to the creative world, they didn't have many up yet, but you could create a some kind of side-scrolling game. You could create RPG, and you had like this kind of like racing
check.
Yeah, racing game, and you can like all characters have a what they call all the characters have a mind, and if you create a character, right, then you can have a dog, and the mind of the dog is to follow you everywhere you go and help you fight.
Right.
So if anybody attacks you, the mind of that dog, and these minds are already programmed. So basically, you can create your own like crazy ass world.
Wow.
It's intimidating when you see what you can do, but if you just like, I literally like played the game not expecting anything, and I just started playing and I created something. I was like, whoa, this is actually pretty fucking fun. Like it's kind of a mindfuck. If you really know what you're doing in there, they basically give you the tools to make a video game.
That sounds better than Little Big Planet in a way.
Yeah, I mean, like they literally give you the keys to the palace and say, here, go.
There you go.
And the best thing is, much like Little Big Planet, you'll be able to play other people's stuff. Not only will you be able to play other people's stuff, they announced that E3, there'll be multiplayer. So not only will it be there'll be multiplayer in the type of game. Like if you pick a car game or RPG game, people can come in your game and play too.
Right.
But not only that, let's say I'm good at creating brains, no pun intended, and
or pun intended, depending on how you look at it.
You wanna look at it.
Anyway, so I saw me going somewhere with that one.
Bad.
Yeah.
On track.
So I'm good at making characters like do their certain jobs or whatever like that, and creating characters and maybe creating the artwork for characters. But I'm not so good at painting. Lone Wolf would come in and do all the painting and all the sculpture work and everything like that for the game. Tony could come in and like do the story, and we all can co-op on a game and then publish it and have people play it.
Wow.
Nice.
And the best games is ranked like on the board, leaderboards and stuff like that. You can go, and I have literally shit internet, and I had no problems at all doing anything. Ran smooth as shit.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Cool.
I gotta say, if you're any kind of creator or any kind of just like, even if you don't know what to expect when you go in, it's pretty fun. It's pretty fun. Like I can imagine like kids getting this game. Like if I was I don't get Minecraft. It missed me. Minecraft. Maybe I'm not that age group for Minecraft.
Whoa! I like Minecraft.
I don't know, but I'm older than you. I got you by like 6-7 years, I think.
No.
How old are you?
25. I'll be
25.
26 this year.
Yeah, so I got you by 4 years.
4 years. That's
4 or
not
5
much.
years. 4
That's
years.
not-
3
that's
years.
not much.
3 years.
3 years.
Yes, let's go 3.
Now, in my case, 4. Now, in my case, 4.
4, 5,
I mean,
6.
but still, I miss Minecraft by a smidget of time. You know what I mean? And I just don't. When I look at Minecraft, I just don't get it. This Project Spark, I get. I would love to go in here and create just something.
Right.
The game that I want to create. I think you can create it. You can create a fighting game, and that's very
That's what I'm
very
I'm
entertaining
interested
for me to do. So I mean, we'll keep you guys updated on Project Spark. You guys any more questions?
No, just the fighting game aspect really interests me.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
you don't have to go into the story mode, you're saying?
No, you don't do story mode at all. It just kind of like, even doing story mode, they teach you how to create a game. The story mode is like teaching you how to create a game, and I guess there's some kind of, and in the story mode you'll be creating these different kind of games because the spark. There's a story that goes on with the spark.
Okay.
The spark who creates different universes and worlds and stuff like that. Kind of in a BioShock Infinite kind of way going on there.
Okay. All right.
We gotta do a show about BioShock Infinite one day
Yeah, we do.
because it's just amazing.
Just stream it. We should just stream
BioShock Infinite.
it. Delicious game.
I don't even know how that got started, but it's just Infinite World. So yeah. Speaking of fighting games, fight. Coming up next in the stories, we're playing Mortal Kombat. So we're here in our main topic, and what a juicy main topic it is. So E3, basically my gaming show E3 is Mortal Kombat X, Mortal Kombat 10, the game trailer with what was that? Wiz Khalifa in the background.
Yep.
Just a beautiful, beautiful, bloody, destructive. Like when you saw the trailer, you were like, this game can't possibly look like this or play like this. And basically everything in the trailer was exact.
Yes.
Yeah.
I mean, let's talk about it.
Yeah. It looks like they took a lot of the ideas from Injustice, and
which is not a bad thing
all. Not at all. They still have it where there's a dedicated block button. Boo.
They've had that since since the first Mortal Kombat.
No. They started that bullshit with Nintendo 64 Mortal Kombat.
Well, no, actually they had a block button. They did have a block button when they first came out.
I disagree. The Nintendo NES, the Super NES version of the game and the Sega version of the game, you pressed back.
I don't recall.
Okay, say how dumb I am in the comments, people, if I'm wrong. But I have the Sega version of Mortal Kombat 2 right there.
Okay, so
we can test it out.
Well,
we will test it out right after this.
All right.
So we'll see.
Well, y'all gonna be the only ones testing it out because y'all know what I'm doing after this.
Club bed.
Hey, club bed, aka go to work in X amount of hours.
Yeah, I figured. But anyways, so dedicated block button, boo-hoo. But
game looks raw.
I'm not even gonna lie. I haven't played a Mortal Kombat game since Mortal Kombat Trilogy. Just think about that for a minute. Mortal Kombat Trilogy.
That is a long time.
That was before Ultimate, right?
Yeah.
No, that was the one that was the one that came after Ultimate. Yeah. So yeah.
Yeah. That was just Ultimate Mortal Kombat 3, and then they had the trilogy, which was like, wow, all the Mortal Kombat
all in one.
Yeah. All in one. Yeah.
I mean, new characters. They look amazing. Like there's the one with I forget what the guy's name is. He's a big like hulking type guy, like Solomon Grundy guy. He's got this little girl on his back, this little midget girl. And her fatality, she rips into your eyes.
Well, no, actually, she stabs you. She stabs your brain with her. She stabs the brain with her claw.
She stabs your eyes with claws, and then she flips around you while still stabbing you, and cleaves the back of your body.
And
like a big guy rips you apart and just throws you on the ground like fucking pig. Like, it's so beautiful.
I don't want you.
A couple of things in the game that just look running combos. Okay, you can run in the game.
Oh yes.
Yeah.
So there's a stamina bar if you look at the top of it, and it says I think it says stamina, but basically you can run in this game. What that means is you can pull off a move that might send your character flying across screen, and unlike Injustice, there's not a lot of bounce mechanics for combo extenders or whatever the case is. But so you can throw them across the screen and then catch them, continue the combo. It's going to be some crazy shit going on in Mortal Kombat X.
Yeah. Not needless to say, Johnny Cage and Sonya Blade have a daughter.
Yep.
Yeah.
Who saw that coming?
Maybe.
Yeah, just a little bit.
A little bit.
Well, I guess so. I
mean, Katana, she didn't make it. I don't think, right?
Nobody made it. Man.
Well, at least we know Liu Kang and Katana ain't had no kids apparently.
Yeah. I mean, really doesn't matter, I guess. But I wonder what storyline are they gonna have as canon? Mortal Kombat 9?
Mortal Kombat 9, I think they're going to go
canon?
I think they're going to go with canon for that one. Just due to the fact that everything in Mortal Kombat has been canon. They just wanted to do something new, so they retold everything and basically deconstructed it, and now they're rebuilding a new story.
So the only people alive are Johnny Cage,
Sonya, Raiden.
Jax is dead, right?
Jax is dead.
Damn, had to kill the only brother, huh?
Yeah, Jax is dead. Nightwolf is dead.
Wow, they killed Nightwolf.
Nightwolf is that dude, man.
Striker's
dead, yeah.
What's his name? Cabal. But who knows what they might do? They might bring him back as characters in this
it's
one,
crazy.
so.
We'll see what happens with that. But they're saying they're gonna do 25 years in the future, which would be Cassie Cage, who is a perfect mix of like her dad and her mom. Her fatality, she shoots out both of your kneecaps, right? You're on the ground, shoots you in the head.
And hold on, and that, just to show you how fucked up this is, after she shoots you in the head, she's chewing on gum the whole time she's fighting. She takes the gum out of her mouth and plugs the hole that she just shot you in the head with.
Yeah, it's pretty fucking amazing.
Pretty fucked up at the same time.
And then the bubble gum forms a bubble.
And the
then
blood
pops.
pops. Yeah. So along with all that information, there's for every character, which looks like they're gonna have like at least 20 some odd characters. I mean, from the title screen, it looks like you don't need. Every character has 3 different fighting styles, and very similar to, I guess you could say, like a Street Fighter.
Yeah.
But instead of having just specials, they have entirely different combos that they can do. Right. So they're entirely different people.
Yeah.
Each character is a different character, basically, with different combos, different finishing moves, and it's just a lot to take in.
Yeah, like they were explaining with Scorpion. Scorpion has like the 3 different fighting styles. He has ninjutsu, hellfire, and inferno. Ninjutsu focuses more on like his swords and his weapons and stuff
so
like that.
So you have combos with his swords and weapons.
Yeah, hellfire is more like into doing. He throws like a fireball now.
He has a fireball.
How long have we been waiting for a fireball from Scorpion? Pretty much since Mortal Kombat 1. Just saying.
And they haven't really shown the Inferno one just yet. So it's just they're really trying to separate their different styles for different people who like to play them in different ways.
Yeah, so I guess if you have a weapon, you'll be a little bit heavier. If you have a fireball, you can zone a little bit better and like more of a speedy. But the run combos, the run combos are gonna be insane. Like higher level play with this Mortal Kombat X is gonna be crazy. The interactables.
Yeah.
Whew.
That interactables, that's where they got. That's one of the things they pulled from Injustice.
Yeah, I knew they were gonna be interactables, but pretty much exactly what you saw in the trailer was exactly what was in Sub-Zero took the branch and fucking beat Scorpion over the head with it.
But he froze it before he beat him upside the head with it.
It's only right.
It's only right.
Flipping on the tree branches and stuff like that.
Yep,
that stuff does. That. I mean, I like that a lot of the interactables are actually like they help you get from point to point.
Yep.
So and they deal damage. Mm-hmm. So I mean, just so much that could go right with this game. Mortal Kombat 9 still being played. Netcode's pretty decent. Mm-hmm. Online game definitely will be an Evo favorite when it comes out. And I'm just so excited for Mortal Kombat 9. I mean, I think this is excited I've been for.
You mean Mortal
game.
Kombat 10?
Mortal Kombat 10, yeah. This is the most excited I've been for a fighting game since the Street Fighter reboot. I want to say.
Yeah.
I know personally. I haven't played since Mortal Kombat trilogy, but this one is definitely gonna get me back in Mortal Kombat shape. So hopefully my brother will be getting his practice on because I'm about to go hard in the paint for this.
Oh yeah, it's a day one buy automatic.
Oh yeah, it's not even debate.
It's a non-issue.
I'm wondering if PlayStation is going to have another exclusive character like they did with Kratos.
Ooh.
I don't know. I mean, NetherRealm Studios did only put Mortal Kombat. I mean, Injustice on PlayStation 4. Mm-hmm. Didn't port it over to Xbox One.
Nope.
Wow.
So I don't know if that was a money thing. I don't know the specifics about that whole situation, but definitely looks like PlayStation has a favorite on next gen consoles with NetherRealm Studios. So definitely something to look at.
Who do you think they would speculate to be a character on the PlayStation?
I don't know. I guess Kratos again, maybe, or I mean, what IPs you got coming out on?
Yeah, there's something that's that violent and that brutal.
But there is that there is that game, the soul Dark Souls
Oh,
successor.
Blood Rain.
Yeah, the Blood Rain thing coming out. So or maybe one.
Blood. I said Blood Rain.
Bloodborne.
Bloodborne.
Yeah,
Bloodborne.
and there's the other. Well, Drake.
Yeah.
Just because it's Drake.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't fit. He doesn't fit.
Yeah, that's the only thing.
But it's Drake,
It's
so
Drake.
I don't care. Like you put
Pulling
Drake
out
in
guns and just
or just Sully.
Yeah, or Sully.
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 You heard
in
it here.
Mortal Kombat.
Confirmed.
Sully in Mortal Kombat.
Mortal Kombat X. Scully confirmed.
It's gonna be. It's gotta happen.
Sully confirmed. Mortal Kombat X.
Yes, it's gotta happen now. You guys gotta make it NetherRealm. Get on it.
What about Microsoft? I don't know. Sunset Overdrive. People.
Yeah. I can kind of see that one.
I would like to see Master Chief get fatality, so maybe that'd be good.
Maybe a Halo character.
Halo character. I don't know. Maybe, but we'll see what happens. Maybe an Injustice character gets guest starring in Mortal Kombat X. Maybe some Solomon Grundy.
Oh, maybe.
Goodness or Ares.
Ares
Ares
is a perfect fit.
Ares would be a perfect fit for.
I mean, just imagine him in the
Kratos.
No, the con.
That would work.
Yeah,
Well, no, I'm gonna say him and the con guy going at it.
Kotal Khan.
Yeah, that
Kotal
would be
Khan.
pretty epic.
Kotal Khan looks awesome.
Yeah.
I'm wondering how he's a con. That
Yeah, like is he? Yeah, like does he predate Shao Kahn or
I think
post-date?
this is after. I think all this is after.
Yeah, this is after. This is 25 years in the
So
future.
Shao Kahn is defeated though.
Yeah, he's done.
I think he's done. I think this is really like the first new Mortal Kombat that we're gonna have. Like new storyline, new everything.
Yep.
The stages look crazy. The ship, the waves crashing in onto the pier.
The people popping in and out of the
Yeah,
water.
and
You can
oh
actually
my.
interact. And you can actually interact with that as they're popping up out of the water.
Like the animations are the smoothest animations I've ever seen in a fighting game ever.
Oh,
Yes,
yeah.
very fluid.
Oh yeah. When they showed off that trailer, I was looking at the teaser trailer. I was looking at a trailer like that looks oddly like gameplay.
Yeah, but you disbelieve it because you're like CG.
Yeah,
CG.
And really, it was like they took the gameplay and they spliced in CG with it to make it seem like
Yeah, it's. I mean, it just looks so real. Like, but it's Mortal Kombat always has that very like I want to say goofy, like kind of slapstick humor almost to it. This didn't have that. This was
straight killer.
Yeah.
Yeah, FYI, still every time I see the gameplay, still think about the one level where Kotal Khan slung that woman.
He slung the old lady.
Yeah, so that's
standing there.
It's so wrong. It's so wrong to think about someone just slinging an old lady into to the enemy, but it was just so funny the way it happened.
So there's an old lady on the side of the fight, and she's in the way and basically gets used as a weapon.
Yeah.
Grabbed and
But
slapped.
she's still alive barely after it. And I think you can use her again. Like just pick her up.
She just falls over, gets back up, like, oh my god, and you use her as a bat again.
Kotal Khan is the one that rips out your heart and then it goes to your face.
Well, he cuts your chest clean open, takes your heart out,
and then
just
splatters it in your face.
Yeah, right now they have
Your face.
They have 6 characters that they've announced. Got Scorpion and Sub-Zero.
Well, yeah, I mean, you're not going to deviate from if they're not fan favorites, mainstays.
That's like Ryu and Ken.
Yeah, you're not gonna have a Street Fighter game without Ryu and Ken. Like you don't have a Street Fighter game without Ryu and Ken. You're not gonna have a Street Fighter game.
But it's like no Kung Lao, no Liu Kang.
Yeah, and they're the ones who had the story. So which they haven't announced anything.
You need to have a
yet.
Shaolin monk.
At least one of them.
They haven't announced anything yet. So for all we know, Liu Kang could be back. We don't know.
I hope it's not dead Liu Kang because I hated dead Liu Kang.
Oh god.
It just with the chains on. I mean, pretty cool moves, but I wasn't feeling it.
No. You have Cassie Cage, which we've talked about, daughter of Johnny Cage, and Sonya Blade.
I wonder if Johnny Cage finally sweet talked her into getting in, or if he roofied her.
Yeah.
Just curious, because
they have a kid, so I'm pretty sure she would have kind of killed him after that.
What if he is dead?
Good point.
And Johnny Cage raped her.
Oh.
But Johnny Cage didn't really rape her. Not Shao Kahn, but what's the sorcerer? Quan Chi.
Quan Chi, yeah.
Like pretended to be him, raped her. Sonya kills him, so she's actually not Cassie Cage. Cassie Cage is actually Quan Chi's kid with Sonya. Confirmed right here on Wollie Mopped.
hey. In other words, we don't know that for sure just yet. You know what I'm saying?
We're just gonna just leave that one out.
I'm pretty sure that's definitely Johnny Cage's daughter though. Like everything about her fighting style is straight Johnny Cage.
All right, we'll see when the game comes out. Remember, you heard it first right here. Cassie Cage, Quan Chi's child, confirmed.
Well, that's Kryptonite's take on it.
Yeah.
I mean, like the only thing about this game that really, and NetherRealm games to their benefit don't do this anyway. They really focus on the fighting. It's not as hype as say a Marvel or a Street Fighter or like a God forbid freaking Killer Instinct, which is super hype. Like it's not hype. It's real melancholy. It's real serious tone. It's. I mean, I don't know if there's any. From looking at the teaser trailer, I thought there were gonna be some reversals or some counters. I thought we were gonna have counters in the game, and we might still, like you said, the game's not that done yet. We haven't seen all of it. I've seen your boy Maximilian play a lot of it. He came back and told us some good stuff, but like, I want to see some counters and I want to see some hype.
Yeah, it seems like they're not going this time. Actually, Maximilian said this. They're not going for the jokey joke. It's Mortal Kombat. This is actually a lot more dark and a lot more serious. Even though they do have Cassie Cage doing her crazy fatality, it's going to be a lot more serious story, a lot more serious tone. And for a Mortal Kombat game, I think that's going to be really, really interesting.
They're the only ones that can't do it.
Only ones.
But when you say hype, running combos, oh man.
Yeah, the running combos look very, very impressive.
Dope.
Yeah.
I mean, we can talk about this game. We have talked about this game for almost 20 minutes. But I just want to play it. Shut up and take my money.
No, really, I don't care if I overdraft.
Literally,
go ahead, take my money.
All right, we're back on Wollie Mopped, and we're to the shout out sections where we shout out things you might know about, might not know about, games we're playing, or shit that's going on in our lives. Tony P, I'm almost afraid to ask, but what is your shout out?
Well, my shout out.
Thanks, Tony P. That's great. Glad that you got to put your shout out in. He didn't do it. He didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even get started, bastard.
Sorry about that, Tony. Go ahead and. All right, we're back on Wollie Mopped, and we're to the shout out sections where we shout out things you might know about, might not know about, games we're playing, or shit that's going on in our lives. Tony P. I'm almost afraid to ask, but what is your shout out?
Well, my shout out.
Thanks, Tony P. That's great. Glad that you got to put your shout out in. He didn't do it. He didn't.
Yeah, I didn't even get started, bastard.
Sorry about that, Tony. Go ahead and. Anyways, Lone Wolf, shout outs, man. What?
I want to give my shout out to Bungie. Actually, I want to give my shout out to both Bungie and Sony. I want to thank Sony for giving me an opportunity to be a part of the alpha.
Yeah,
and
pretty cool. That's pretty cool, actually.
And being able to actually be able to talk about it and be able to experience it. This is my first alpha.
All right,
first alpha. So this is like, oh my god, I get to play an alpha.
But how on time is that shit? Like doing the show and then everything.
It just hit boom, 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 boom. And I mean, I wanna. Say,
he announced it the week before E3 week. Yeah. I was like, you fucking bastard.
I got the beta for the alpha.
Just leisurely
throwing it out there.
Added that into the show, like by the way, Yeah, for Destiny. But anyways, next topic.
And also, I want to give a shout out to Bungie. Well done. I can't wait to see the finished product of Destiny. I'm really psyched to see what y'all got in store.
Yeah, it's very, very cool. I'm actually looking forward to playing Destiny 2. As soon as I find out what the fuck it is, actually. I mean, still kind of... I mean, I have a better grip on what the game is than No Man's Sky.
Yeah.
Because No Man's Sky, I just don't know what the fuck
it's
that
just
is.
like flying around space and
Take my
planets.
money.
Just,
Take
that's
my
all
money.
Just
Yeah.
the money is gone.
Very cool. My shout out goes to... I actually have a shout out, and then I want to take my shout out back. Because my shout out goes to Ubisoft for once again having the best games at E3. And I'm actually playing Child of Light right now, which is a throwback to Grandia. It's really a throwback to Grandia too. Visually gorgeous. Like, I didn't realize how... I mean, the screenshots of the game don't do it justice. It's really, really, really gorgeous. And they make the whole thing rhyme, and like it's literally a Japanese RPG wrapped up in a fairy tale story. Like,
wow.
This little girl, she's like a princess, Aurora, who's actually like Sleeping Beauty, not Sleeping Beauty, Sleeping Beauty, Sleeping Beauty, Aurora, Sleeping Beauty. And her dad loves her or whatever, and like she dies. She like, but before the game starts, she dies, and after she dies, you're like in this, you're like, I guess what would be essentially like purgatory. And that's why you do all this fighting and stuff that you're trying to like wake up and stuff. So it has a lot of game mechanics that you wouldn't expect from I guess it's not an indie game because it's published by Ubisoft, but still a digital release $15 game. Would definitely recommend it to anybody who kind of likes RPGs. You like any kind of old school Final Fantasy, anything like that. This is the closest you're going to get to it. Very, very good, very well crafted. Like to take that shout out back because they had no fucking... They teased and teased and teased. And my shout out for like 2 weeks in a row was Beyond Good and Evil 2. And not even... Michelle, whatever his fucking name is, didn't even go to E3.
Nope.
I mean, why? Why Ubisoft do you not want to make people happy is what I'm saying.
They do want to make people happy, but they want
Just
to do their
not,
own thing.
Yeah, I mean, you put out 4 Raymans before you put out another Beyond Good and Evil, and I just don't get it. I don't get it. Maybe I'm really just waiting for Gamescom to see what happens, but I'm happy about games.
Yeah,
happy about games. I'm happy about the indie scene. Me and Tony were playing this game yesterday. Charlie Death, or Charlie.
I want to say it was like Charlie Attack, something like that.
It's the Xbox 360, one of the free games they're giving out this month, and it's an indie game, and it was like we started off dead. We didn't even know we were dead. We were fighting like demons and shit.
Yeah, like literally
fighting
paramedics
demons. Like got us up, and we started fighting. It's like
hitting us with defibrillator. Yeah.
The closest thing we can say was like we said, like a Bart Simpson, like Simpsons.
Yeah, Simpsons.
Game.
Really?
But Charlie Murder.
Yeah, there we go. Charlie Murder.
Yeah. So shout out to Charlie Murder. If you got a 360, they're giving out the games to go. Definitely download that. Don't let that thing pass up. It's a awesome 2-player beat 'em up.
I'll put it like this. You ever played Scott Pilgrim?
Yeah, love Spot.
Okay, that's what. Okay, it's like
that, but more
just
bloody,
darker,
death clock type shit.
I want to play that.
But it was dope though.
Yeah,
definitely dope.
I want to play that.
Yeah, so we're about to try to get on that. We have so many systems now. I mean, we got Xbox. We got all the systems now except for Wii U, but we got that coming. So we got the Wii. Little house cleaning before we clean up. We got June 28th. We're gonna be doing a couple videos leading up to this week where we're doing our tournament. Please come out, support. $10 entry fee, over $100 in cash prizes. The games that will be streaming will be Injustice and Street Fighter Ultra. We will also be playing Smash Brothers, but because of Nintendo being Nintendo, I don't believe we can stream that. But we'll have money on that too. You can come play. This is off 95 from 2 o'clock to 4 p.m. Days in, and go to the YouTube page /Best Kept Secret. You can tweet us at Best Kept Secret 60. I believe we're at best kept secret 60. Best kept secret 60 on Twitch as well. So a lot of stuff coming. We're gonna have these couch episodes coming pretty soon, and keep it locked right here to Wollie Mopped. For me, your host, Red K, Lone Wolf, Tony P.
Yo.
Hey, be good, man. If you can't be good, don't get caught. We out.